Well, the Civic is misfiring so bad, I don't even know if I can start it again. Okay. Well, it starts, but I can't drive it further than a mile. And I'm 40 minutes home from work. Or I'm 40 minutes from home. I just got it diagnosed. It was running I don't know, man. I replaced the fuel injectors and still doing the same, and now it's even worse after I replaced them. So yeah, Grace is coming to pick me up, and I don't know what else. So today has just been a not good day at all. Well, the Civic is misfiring so bad, I don't even know if I can start it again. Okay. Well, it starts, but I can't drive it further than a mile. And I'm 40 minutes home from work. Or I'm 40 minutes from home. I just got it diagnosed. It was running I don't know, man. I replaced the fuel injectors and still doing the same, and now it's even worse after I replaced them. So yeah, Grace is coming to pick me up, and I don't know what else. So today has just been a not good day at all. All right, good morning. It is Sunday. I am once again pulling the tow dolly with the 4Runner, as you can see in the mirror. Going to church, and then right after service, gonna head down south to go get the car, and then drive it back, all safe and sound. Hope all goes well, and drop it off, and then just enjoy the rest of the day. Actually, I have like a few things I have to do with the fit, but yeah, I'm pretty much just waiting on new injectors, and then I'm gonna put new plugs in it because my spark plugs were shot after that. So I don't know, man. If it happens again, then yeah, I really don't know, but just gonna enjoy today. All right, I made it here. Here's the 4Runner, got the straps laid out and everything. The car's over here. Honestly, I'm pretty damn nervous because how that thing shifts when I turn, like where the wheels actually sit on it, kind of pivots. And I'm really scared to mess up the sides on this. So I'm just gonna show what the sides look like as of now, and hopefully there's no damage. Because when it turns, it usually will damage somewhere around here. And I'm hoping the car will even start. If not, I don't know how I'm gonna get it on there. All right, let's see if she'll start. No problem. All right, let's go get it on there. All right, I got it on here. Got all the straps in the middle of the tire. Got it all tied off. Both sides. I pretty much got it as even as I can on both sides. Took me like 3 times, but got all of it pretty tight. Both on the center of the wheels. Center over here. Close enough. See if I can't. No, that thing's freaking locked on there. And then I went ahead and tied the steering wheel with this, so if it moves, I'll know. Then with the seatbelt. So let's get you on home and just get there safe, all in one piece. I didn't have to stop, but I wanted to. I stopped to come check these straps. Dude, they're tight as ever. I can't even push it down. It's super good. I think I did a pretty good job of tightening everything down, honestly. I took like a U-turn over here. No damage, so I'm very happy that did not happen. This seems to be very tight. That's also I can't push down, but yeah, all this water and stuff splashing on the car. Dude, this thing is a tank. This thing actually tows pretty well. I mean, this car only weighs like 3,000 pounds wet, maybe a little less. But yeah, man, this thing is just powering right through it. Oh, I got a car coming. All right, let's go. Morning, guys. I realized that I never filmed me getting home with that car, and I would say it's probably almost 2 weeks later after it is 2 weeks later, and I literally just parked it here, and I changed one injector since then, and it did not fix the problem. So I'm still dealing with this issue. I bought a compression tester to test the compression on cylinder 1. I'm honestly going to just test them all since I'm already there. I now have a flat tire with this one. That's not a huge deal. I'm more worried about the engine. But I bought a compression tester from Harbor Freight last night, and I'm going to be testing it out. There it is. So I'm gonna go to church. We gotta go get Grace some clothes. She has an interview Tuesday. She has to get some clothes for that. And yeah, we'll try and figure this bad boy out. We gotta try and fix her somehow. Some way, somehow, we gotta get her running right. So much for LPI. All they do is just scan codes and just read them. Look at all this smoke.
They need to buy this thing back.
So much for a green light.
They need to buy this motherfucker back.
What's up, guys? Back with another episode of this 2016 Honda Civic saga. Gonna get it in the shop really quick. I bought the injectors that I put in it on the 13th of February, and it is now the 14th, and it is the 13th of March. And I have 30 days to return these, and I have just been pushing it off because it's been pissing me off. And then I saw the email today that tomorrow is the 30th day. So I'm going to take it apart in the shop and try and get a refund again. Oh, and I forgot, I have a completely flat tire. Oh, this car just it's getting worse and worse and worse. Starts up just fine, but give it like 5 minutes and it will just be nothing. And I honestly don't care about the rear tire because this car's engine is completely fucked anyways as it is. So let's take this thing apart really quick. I'll have to try and remember how many miles this car had on it when I bought it, but it is currently sitting at 159,743. And just in that short amount of time of me starting, I can smell that fucking awful smell that it has. Oh man, yeah, that thing is flat. Damn. I fucking hate this car. All right, this is number 3 of replacing or taking out these injectors, and then I'm gonna have to get new injectors that are Honda genuine injectors because the remans that I've been getting ain't doing it. And I honestly don't think it's just the injectors, but I am just going to get a refund on these and then go get Honda genuine ones, throw them in there, see what happens. These wirings have also been gotten into. I have no idea what happened. So I'm going to take apart this because it makes it a whole lot easier to get to. Oh man, where's that? Oh, I need that wrap. All right, I always recommend taking out the battery. It will make it a lot easier to get to the throttle body bolts. There's 4. You got on 4 corners, those 2 up there, and then those 2 silver ones at the bottom. You got that one and then that one over there. Mine stripped, so they're 10 millimeters. So you'll need a 10 mil bolt. Get those off, and then you will have to take off all these hoses that are connected to the air intake, the intake manifold, And then you have your fuel rail. I can't remember. I've done that 3 times now. Hold on. Okay, and then grab your 12 mil. And there are 3 bolts, 1 nut. These ones right here, that's exactly what they look like. The 1 bolt goes here. There's 1 nut that goes right here. And then the 2 other bolts, one is right in that little black hole. The other one is in that little black hole at the very tip of my finger right there. So you'll need 2, just a long extension for the ones underneath the manifold. And then I would just recommend just a short extension with a 12 millimeter socket on there. And then once you get those off, let me wire this cord. You should be able to shake off your intake manifold. Make sure your throttle body is not attached. I don't see what else I am forgetting and why this is not fully coming off. Oh, actually, you know what? There's a third. I forgot. There's a second nut. This one right here. It is right there. That one right there, that little nut. You'll need to get that off. I completely forgot. I'm just trying to get this done as soon as possible so I'm not out here all night. But get your 12 mil. I would recommend doing this without a extension. Just do it with your 12 mil and your ratchet. It's very narrow in there, so you probably won't be able to reach it with any extension. So first time tackling this job, I was like, oh shoot, I don't know, what it's going to be like. But once you do it twice, super easy, super simple. You can do it by yourself. It's probably going to take about 3-4 hours. But got the intake manifold off. I think it's a good practice. Just put all your bolts back where they came out of, so you don't, just have like a bunch of different bolts laying around. This is to hold the intake manifold, and then these bolts are for your throttle body. Now, once you get the throttle body off, the intake manifold, here is your fuel rail. So this is your whole high pressure fuel rail right here. And now you have, I can't remember if it's a 10 mil or a 12 mil. Let's see, I want to say it's a 10. Yep, so it's a 10 mil for your high pressure fuel rail. And as soon as you get this nut and then these bolts and then one more nut here, get all these off, and then you will have to disconnect. So this is your fuel line, high pressure fuel line. Just get a crescent wrench, undo this, and then you will also need to just take off this this right here. These are just 10 mils. There's one here, and then just disconnect this sensor. You don't worry about trying to take off this nut. Just take off this sensor right there, and I will show you what it looks like once this high pressure fuel rail is taken off. Okay, so I got all of these pretty much loose, all these nut bolts and nuts. So since this is your fuel rail, I highly recommend putting down, so this is your exhaust right here. Put down rags, old clothes, whatever, because as soon as you tighten this or loosen this up, and then as soon as you move this fuel rail, there is going to be tons and tons, not tons and tons, but a good amount of fuel that, see, I even have fuel already on my, yeah, so that is where your line connects to your rail. So as soon as you take off all these and move this, there's going to be a bunch of fuel in this whole line and this whole rail. And then this is that sensor that you just disconnect from there. So just take that off, move it out of the way. And then, yeah, just 10 millimeter all the way across. And yeah, just loosen up all these bolts, take them off one by one, and then you can just take off this rail. Right beneath your rail, you have your injectors. All right, so got all of these bolts and nuts off the fuel rail. And so the next step in this process is to take off this fuel rail. So just take it off. Oh yeah, all kinds of fuel coming out. Yep, there it is. Oh. Yep. See, that's where your injectors sit in. So yeah, there's that. And then underneath that is your injectors. So here's your injectors here. Oh yeah, smells like fuel. So these are all your injectors here. 1, 2, 3, and then your fourth one right there. So they're all connected with these connectors. And then just take these off, pull them out, and that's it. All right, these are your injectors here. You got 4 of them. They each sit in that cylinder just like this. And these are your clips. You got a little slit in there to hold them. So they sit in there just like this, with this side facing down where the clips go in. So they go in like that, and then the clips go in them. Now these honestly don't look too bad. I don't know, man. I honestly don't know if it's the injectors causing this problem or if it's something else. I have no idea. These are remans. I heard that remans can be kind of iffy, and was suggested to get Honda ones. So that might be what I have to do, which is kind of what I plan on doing. But yeah, so just put that clip in like so. This little hook shoe part will go in first, and then just put in that clip just like that. And these ends don't look, they aren't like terrible. They're not like the best. So I got that apart probably in 40 minutes. Now that's pretty much it, honestly. So I just have to return these to get a refund on them. But this car, man, is such a pain in my ass. I don't know what I'm gonna do if these next injectors don't pass or don't fix the issue. I'm thinking it's something in the ECM. So gonna keep on pushing, keep on trying to fix this car. It's a beautiful car. It really is a nice car, man. Like, it really upsets me. This is such a nice car. Yeah, it's just a basic 2016 Honda Civic, but I really bought it because I was wanting it to be Grace's car, and she was really excited about it, and now it just has not ran right ever since I got it. It ran all right when I first bought it, but it was kind of weird. Wasn't able to actually figure that out until after I drove it off the lot at the auction, and it was a green light. I even had a limited powertrain inspection on the car right after I bought it, and there's pretty much nothing they can do for me. So I don't know, I can try and raise some more hell about it, but I don't know. Let me know what you think I should do in the comments. Right now, my plan is to return these injectors tomorrow, get Honda genuine injectors placed in there as soon as possible. And if that doesn't fix it, man, then I honestly don't know. So yeah, just make sure you use rags whenever you take off your fuel rail, because this thing is filled with gas unless there's some kind of procedure that you can do in order to relieve that fuel pressure. So whenever you take it off, it's not like going everywhere. For me, I honestly don't really care. I mean, it's just some rags that you just place down, and fuel always, just evaporates into the system eventually. So yeah, that's it. And wish me luck, I guess. I don't know what to do.